What's up, guys? This is Jake from Collective Comics here with Javier. We're about to jump into our weekly spotlight. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
Alrighty, guys. So for my spotlight this week, we're kind of going back on the pull list, and we went ahead and picked up those Rick and Morty 100s.
Yeah,
So I got a couple different covers. You got one as well. So
we both got this one.
yeah. I had to get this one specifically because on this cover, we'll make sure to throw it up there just so you guys can see it a little bit better. It literally says we're a collector's issue Morty. If we don't destroy this comic, we'll get graded and slabbed in plastic forever. And they're trying to tear up the comic book, and I think that is such
That's pretty good.
A little like it's like a whole like Easter egg in its own. That means that I have to send this to CGC.
Might as well.
You know, I'm gonna send it to CGC. And then we went ahead and I got the cover. I think this is C and D or
Yeah, it's C and D or D and E or
D and F. I just get D. E doesn't exist anymore. You know, I think it's the D and E covers.
yes.
But yeah, those are my spotlights. I'm super excited about them. Huge fan of the show. I like the show a lot. I feel like I have to go on and get 101 and everything else now. Yeah. Because I have 100, but
this is the important one. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like stuff like this, sometimes like I'm okay with just reading the digital copy, but you have to get a hard copy of like the 100th issue. Like that's a big deal.
Especially when they're making it a big deal.
Yeah.
Being like, this is the collector's issue.
And a show like Rick and Morty, like I immediately got addicted to Rick and Morty. I watched Solar Opposites, which is made by Justin Roiland too. And, you know, a lot of stuff that he does. So, you know, if 100 issues of Rick and Morty comes out, I definitely am picking at least one up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, you got the Rick cover, the Morty cover, and the main cover. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I want to get the rest of the covers, but I don't know how possible that's going to be. It seemed pretty hard. This was what I could get my hands on.
Right.
I couldn't get all of them.
My spotlight of the week would probably have been Rick and Morty 100 as well. But my wife bought me, she surprised me. She's like, hey, I bought you something. I was like, what'd you buy me? She's like, I'm not telling you until I get home. And I was like, okay. I was like, oh, maybe she got me some food or something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always thinking about food. But she got me Tenacious D, Post-Apocalypto, the book.
That is so cool.
It's like comics inside. I don't feel like I should open it because there is some very inappropriate things in this. I'll see if I can open it to a page that's not inappropriate.
It's Jack Black.
Yeah.
You know.
If you know anything about the album or the album art, so yeah, it's like comic panels and stuff throughout the book. But yeah, I'm going to close that before we see some pictures of stuff that I shouldn't show on YouTube. But yeah, if you know anything about the art that they did for the album, they had a little short film, like a little short animated film that came out with the album. If you know anything about that art, you know exactly what kind of art is in this book. But the fact that she came home with this, I didn't even know this was a thing. We actually saw Tenacious D on the Post-Apocalypto tour. So that was cool. I got the poster, the Post-Apocalypto poster, and now I got the book on top of that. So I'm pumped about it. I feel like Jack Black, Tenacious D is like the same as Rick and Morty for me. Like if I see it, I want it.
I love Tenacious D.
I grew up on Jack Black. School of Rock's one of my favorite movies, coming from like the music background and stuff. And then, you know, Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny, all that stuff. And when this stuff started coming out, I started picking this stuff up too. So I'm pumped on this. It's kind of a big book for me.
It's cool.
So I'm going to, oh yeah, we probably shouldn't open even.
You literally open the cover and it's immediately inappropriate. Hey guys, check it out for yourselves. You have to check it out.
Yeah, for sure.
It is beyond cool. And Tenacious D is one of my favorite bands. You know, it's a joke band, but
Oh
like,
yeah, they're good though. Yeah.
I know, but like realistically, their musicianship in that band is incredible.
Oh yeah, and then they got like Dave Grohl on drums for most of it, and like the bands they tour with were really good. That was like when we saw them, we had no idea who their opening band was, and it ended up being like two guys playing guitar and singing, but then they were the band for Tenacious D, so like they brought out a drummer, and then their opening band was their backing band, so it was really cool. And I was like, I like Post-Apocalypto, and I thought it was cool, but I was like, hopefully they don't just play the album. Like I want to hear like Wonder Boy and stuff too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The tribute and stuff like that, like the hits, you know. And then they played the whole album. And then Jack Black sang the whole time they changed the set. He's like, "This is a set change. Oh yeah, my set change."
Yeah.
You know, and he sang the whole time. He's like, "Where are you going with that set piece?" You know, just stuff like that the whole time. And then as soon as it was over, they go right into all the hits. It was basically like we saw two Tenacious D shows at once. We could probably do a whole podcast on just my Tenacious D and Jack Black life experiences, but
You definitely could.
yeah.
Dude.
But this book is dope. Thank you for buying it for me, wife. I don't think she's gonna watch this, but thank you. I do appreciate it. As soon as she pulled it out of the bag, I was like, "That's my spotlight for this week." I just knew. Yeah. So that's the spotlight, man. This thing is awesome.
Yeah, beyond cool. Alrighty, guys. This has been our weekly spotlight. Thanks for coming along and checking out the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Check out that Dubby promo code in the description. You're going to get 10% off that jitterless Dubby energy.
Yeah.
And this has been Collective Comics.